Guys, I cannot believe the amount of positive responses that I got back from the past 3 meal prepping videos. It just absolutely blows me away. So thank you so much. This video today is for you guys. I'm going to take it up an extra notch and I'm going to provide you something really special. Today is a complete 7-day meal plan that comes with all the calories, all of the macros planned out, all of the recipes and the entire shopping list that you need to get started. I'm going to show you how to make all of the recipes for the meal plan right now, with the exception of bacon and eggs, because I'm pretty sure you already know how to make bacon and eggs. I'll give you that one. And stick around to the end of the video because that's where I'm going to share with you how to actually get the meal plan and all of the things that are included in this video. So let's get started.
So we're going to start with some buttery steak and broccoli. So grab a head of broccoli and cut up all the florets off the actual broccoli head, put them to the side, and you're going to steam them for about 10 to 15 minutes, just until they are tender. Place them on a plate, and then we're going to get started with the steak. So you're going to salt both sides of the steak. Be very liberal with the salt. Don't be scared of the salt, especially on the ketogenic diet. And you're going to heat up a frying pan to very hot. Then place it in and we're going to sizzle it for about 2 or 3 minutes each side. When you flip it, place the butter in and put some rosemary over the top and just start spooning the butter over the steak. It is going to taste absolutely delicious and the rosemary gives it a really, really nice flavor. So now we're going to move on to the scrambled eggs with avocado. So you're going to crack 3 eggs into a bowl and mix it around with what I call this magic whisk here. I've put the link to this in the description below. But you're going to add some salt and pepper and you're going to cut up half an avocado by simply going around the outside of the seed and heating up a frying pan, putting some butter into the frying pan, about a tablespoon, and putting all of the eggs that you whisked up just before. Now, it's going to be very, very quick and you're going to just move it around slightly and remove the eggs when they are still a little bit gooey. Now, you can cut the avocado up however you like, but this is just a fantastic meal for breakfast and it's really, really nutritious. So this is a lamb chop and we're going to make a feta salad with this as well. So do exactly the same you would with the steak with the lamb chop, and add some rosemary over the top and spoon the butter as you go. It really is the best way to cook any style of meat in the frying pan, and you want to keep all of the juices with it. Now, get about a cup of spinach and you're just going to crumble some either Danish or Greek feta over the top and get some olive oil in there with some salt and pepper and mix it all together. Now, I'm not sure whether you've steamed chicken before, but this is a really simple way to do it, and you can cook all of your green veggies at the same time. So you just mash it out with a meat tenderizer in between 2 bits of baking paper there, so it's really nice and thin. So this is bok choy, and you just want to cut the ends off it and wash the inside because it tends to build up a lot of dirt on the inside. Now, take a stick of ginger, and the actual recipe calls for shallots, but I'm using basil today, whatever you want. But this is a trick to chop basil without bruising it. You want to roll it up and then slice it like you would anything else. Add plenty of sesame seed oil in there and mix it all around. This is going to go on top of the chicken once it's done steaming. So you want to steam it in there for about 5 minutes each side and put the Asian greens on top of it. And so look at that, it's fantastic. It comes out really, really juicy, and you serve it with the Asian greens that have been steamed there and also the sauce that you made on top. So for breakfast, you're going to start off with an avocado smoothie, which is basically a cup of spinach, a cup of almond milk, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, some ginger, which contrasts nicely with the avocado, half an avocado, and a tablespoon of coconut oil. And so you're going to put some ice in there as well if you desire, but it's up to you. Blend that until it's really, really well mixed together. You pour that into a cup and drink that for breakfast, and it's delicious. Bunless cheeseburgers are really easy to make. Now with beef patties, you want to push the inside of the beef patty down so that when you're cooking it, it doesn't become raw on the inside, and you're going to put some cheese on it when you flip it over. We're just going to cut up some onions and a little bit of tomato as well, and you've got a leaf of an iceberg lettuce. Now these are perfect because you just put all of the ingredients inside, so you got some mustard there, you put the beef patty with the melted cheese on top and a little bit more mustard and some tomato and onion, wrap that all up, and it seriously tastes like the best cheeseburger you've ever had. And if you're using good quality meat, this is really healthy for you. Throw out the taco seasoning because tacos are basically a mix of paprika and cumin. And if you get those two right, you can make mince taste really, really good. Now, the trick with using iceberg lettuce is to cut it from the stalk, like I did just then, and then slice the end floppy bits off so you've got a really nice shell. And you're just going to spoon the mince into there, add some tomato and a little bit of shredded cheese and some sour cream in there, and you have a perfect taco. Cobb salads are really delicious, and all you need to do is cook up some bacon, also boil an egg, and you're going to cut up some lettuce and put that into a bowl. I'm using iceberg lettuce, but you can use romaine lettuce if you like. Some cherry tomatoes in there, using the bacon that you've previously cooked. Push with the back of your knife. Don't ever use the blade of your knife to get anything off a chopping board. You want to have some cheese in there, and you want to cut the egg so it's nice and runny, and you know, that's a perfect Cobb salad that's really, really delicious. Sesame beef coleslaw, or otherwise known as crack slaw, is basically just some mince, some coleslaw mix, some vinegar, some soy sauce, some sriracha sauce, and a whole bunch of sesame seed oil. And you're just going to cook all of that down until the coleslaw has become quite soft, and you're going to add some sesame seeds in there. Eat it for dinner and store some for tomorrow's lunch as well. It's a really delicious meal. Now, ribeye with Brussels sprouts is probably one of my favorite dinners. You're just going to cut up a whole bunch of Brussels sprouts, add some paprika and any kind of herbs you want in there with some olive oil, and you're going to bake that for about 20 minutes in the oven, and they come out super crispy. So you're going to have that with your ribeye steak, and you just cook the ribeye steak exactly how I told you in the previous section of this video, and it's going to come out really, really delicious.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you go to the URL on the screen right here, because that's where you'll be able to get the free meal plan with the entire shopping list and all of the calories and the macros planned out for you. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.